Welcome back to Terrifying 10. You know, my favorite kind of criminals are the dumb ones. And if you agree, this is the video for you. From a fugitive who came out of hiding for a game to a bona fide Legoland driver. Shall we begin? Number 1, in the name of COD. He escaped from jail and was living life on the lam until duty called. Quentin Butler, a 36-year-old British man, had eluded police for months after escaping from jail in November 2020. But the jig was up after he ventured out of hiding to buy a copy of Call of Duty Black Ops. The fugitive, who had served 14 years of a 17-year sentence for robbery and weapon possession, was caught after officers observed him and a friend suspiciously change directions after spotting police. When officers asked Butler and his companion why they were in town during the pandemic lockdown, his friend replied, "I've come to get the new Call of Duty because I can't sit around in lockdown." Aren't you just sitting around playing the game? The fugitive admitted to his pockets being full of greens and then gave officers a false name. When officers said they'd be running the dim-witted duo's information, Butler confused the violent video game with real life and attacked the cops, throwing punches and kicks. He is now back behind bars and is set to do an extra 2 years for breaking out and attacking the officers. And he never even got to play the game. Which reminds me of the game. You lose!
You're a loser!
Moving on to number 2, cheap flight. This bird brain really failed to fly under the radar. A smuggler truly redefined flying cheap after getting busted at JFK Airport with 29 live birds concealed in what else but hair rollers. The 26-year-old from Guyana was en route to New Jersey when U.S. Customs and Border Protection uncovered finches during a luggage inspection. And while the fly roller wasn't criminally charged, he was forced to pay a $300 fine. The would-be trafficker was flown back to Guyana while his critters were quarantined and then handed over to U.S. Department of Agriculture and Veterinary Services. Smuggling birds sounds hilarious, but U.S. Customs takes it very serious because of the avian flu. Now, the real question here was what he was going to do with all those birds after smuggling them to New Jersey. If you have answers, let me know in the comments below. Now for number 3, Range Rover pullover. What a masshole! A woman was busted in Massachusetts for drunk driving after cops found her driving with a gas pump nozzle still attached to her Range Rover. If that sounds familiar, it might be this chick from the Karen video we posted, which I highly recommend watching after this video.
Oh, and that's why women can't go out in the world by themselves, because guys like you.
What?
Okay? So stop
You have? Oh, like, I don't know if you have like a gas. You have a thing hanging out of your car. There's literally a gas hose hanging out of your car. No one's being creeped. Oh. No, thank you. I guess. There's the thing.
But no, this is a completely different woman. Police in Wilmington said drunk drivers always think they can drive fine. Well, we all know that's far from reality. In addition to her inability to stay in her own traffic lane, there was something else about her vehicle that caught other motorists' attention. The gas pump nozzle. Still in her gas tank, but no longer attached to the pump. Authorities later identified the suspect as Alicia Esquin, 24, from New Hampshire. She was arraigned on charges of operating under the influence of liquor, negligent operation of a motor vehicle, and she had an open container in the car at the time. Congrats, Alicia, on making the list. Hey, while I have your attention, could you tap that like button down there? It seems I'm stuck in this TV, and the only way I can get out is with your help. So please, like button. It is free. Number 4, Legoland license. Move over, Lego maniacs! A new ruler has taken place. A UK driver who was arrested for reckless driving had officers in stitches after he showed them his driver's license. The fiasco began after officers attempted to pull over an Audi A7 they had observed maneuvering recklessly all over the road near Bexley. However, the driver refused to pull over, resulting in a 35-mile or roughly 56-kilometer chase that took them from southeast London to Kent. They were even forced to call in a helicopter to aid in the pursuit. Eventually, the pursuing officers caught up with the knucklehead when he ran out of gas. That was when they found a large stash of herbs in his car. And that was only the tip of the iceberg. When the officers asked the man for his documentation, he brandished the best fake ID a person could have. A fake license he had received from Legoland as a kid in 2003. This award was gifted to children who passed the theme park's drive test, which entails using a brick-built electric car to navigate traffic lights, roundabouts, Lego policemen, and even a speed camera. The cops joked in a tweet that the #Legoland license was not the reason for the dangerous driving. The large amounts of greenery was. Along with not having a bona fide driver's license, the Lego maniac also lacked insurance. This miscreant was subsequently arrested at the scene, and word is he was taken to a regular jail, not a Lego one. Well, sorry, but that's all the time we have for today. No worries, go watch this video right now and see how these fools died in the most embarrassing way possible. And, as always, stay safe out there. Troop TT.